Hey guys, what's up? It's Dean, and today is Friday. And typically, I've been doing an Ask Dean session on Fridays, but typically, I've been doing, at least in the past, I've done a Friday Ask Dean, and we've had enough questions from Facebook and from YouTube and from emails and those sorts of things that it's easy enough to do 3 questions. So we choose some questions and then we answer them. And normally we put these on YouTube. But I thought, well, this is probably a much better way to do it because then we can answer more questions while we're doing this Facebook Live. So if you're just tuning in, and you probably are because I just started 40 seconds ago, please feel free to ask some questions as we get going. By the way, is my sound working? If anybody's watching this and you're watching and you can hear me, please let me know. I apologize for the mishap we had last week with the sound not working. Earlier this week, I did actually did a 40-minute workout, and I expected it to be recorded, and it didn't record, so I apologize for that. But we'll be doing some more of those next week. Next week we have some in preparation for the Body by Yoga DVDs. We have preparation for those Body by Yoga DVDs. We'll be having, I'll be doing one of the workouts from those DVDs and putting that on Facebook Live for everyone to watch, so you can see what that looks like, and hopefully from there opt in for our VIP list for that DVD release, which is going to be in just a couple of weeks now. Hopefully just a couple of weeks at the most, a couple of weeks after that. So anyways. So let's start getting with the questions. Again, can you hear me? Is this working? I'm just gonna go check myself. Sound on? Oh my God, is the sound not working? It's not working, is it? Hold on a sec. Is the sound working? All right, okay. Oh, sound is working. Okay, well, now I've got the headphones in, so I'm taking these out now. Is my sound okay? Sounds okay, bro. Okay, cool. Sounds okay. Got it. All right, so we can get going with the questions now. So, first question is from Dara. I think that's how you say it. Darraga, and this is from an Ask Dean submission. And so Dara sent this in on Friday. He said, loving the site, the app, the tutorials, and all the other fantastic content that you're sharing with us yoginis. So could you recommend some asanas to build the chest pectoral muscles? I have quite a flat chest and would love to gain some more mass. Any help would be great. The rest of my body is super defined and I'm getting fairly yoga ripped. Cool, awesome to hear. Thanks for the question, Dara. So when it comes to chest, right, this is all pectorals. So with yoga, what we'd want to do is poses that put a lot of pressure there and cause you to get to that point of fatigue where muscle grows. So doing a plank is a good way, but really the best pose that you can do in yoga to help with chest development is going to be a low plank. So that's when you're on the ground and instead of arms straight out in front of you, your elbows are in tight and you're doing this and squeezing your arms in, and that's going to really work on your chest. And then also doing a crow pose. So crow pose is also going to really help with chest development. And some variations of crow pose you can do. So you can start with, instead of actually getting your elbows up on your knees, you can also try something where you're doing, it's called, I call it a cannonball pose, but where you're on the ground with your hands planted on either sides of your shins, and then working on lifting your knees off the ground, lifting your feet off the ground. And that'll really help with chest development too. But if your goal is to build your chest strength and really significantly increase size, I wouldn't be limited to just yoga, right? What's important is the result and not necessarily the method. So if you're really focused on significantly building upper body mass, I would consider doing bench press. Do dumbbell press at a 45-degree angle, incline dumbbell press with dumbbells. Obviously, that's with dumbbells, is probably, I don't know if it's the best exercise, but it's a very good exercise for helping to build strength in your chest. So I would look at that. You'd also want to do bench press, variations of that. So Yeah, there's number one. So again, you can do low plank, you can do crow pose, you can do crow pose variations, but don't be afraid of weights. It's not a bad thing. As long as you're doing the technique is fine and you're not doing too much. You know, you're not lifting 5 times a week or starting out with just once or twice a week if you're new. It's a good idea. And make sure that you're doing the form correctly. Make sure you're losing light weights at first. And the goal is just like yoga, you know, when you're lifting weights, you want to take that slow approach to it and focus on controlling the weight instead of really focus on controlling the weight instead of just doing as many reps as possible and, you know, just pumping them out. But go really slow. Control the weight as you're coming down, as you're coming back up, just like you would do in yoga, right? You wouldn't do a chaturanga, or you wouldn't do a low plank like this, right? You wouldn't go quickly and then just finish it. You go nice and slow. You control it. That's what causes your muscles to get tired and for you to get stronger. So that's a long answer to that first question. Second question is from Quinn, and Quinn's question, this is a lot of questions. So let's summarize this. So Quinn's question, lower back pain. Oh wait, no, this is my answer to his question, so I need to find his question. So he's got some questions about his lower back pain, posture, his hunching over. He's never done yoga before, and he's not really sure how he found me, but he must have liked me on Facebook. And he'd prefer to do something. He went to his chiropractor, and he told him that he has weak cores, or weak core muscles, so he needs to work on that. He's been sitting a lot. He's been on a computer a lot, probably developing some bad postural habits, and so he has a few questions. Number one is regarding the surface. So he lives at the top of a building, and he goes to the top of the building, and it's fully carpeted. So where he's practicing, it's fully carpeted. So his options are, you know, can I do yoga on a fully carpeted surface? Here's my answer. I would not recommend doing yoga on carpeted surface. Generally, the more unstable the surface is, the harder it is to do yoga on. Also, even if you put a mat on top of it, it's going to make the practice just not as effective because you can't root down through your hands as much. You can't root down through your feet, and ultimately that's not going to be very good for your wrist if you're doing a lot of stuff on your hands like planks or down dogs. So I don't recommend doing it on the carpet, but if you have to, try to find a solid mat to put on there. So a mat that has maybe a little bit thicker mat, but not a thicker in terms of padding, but a thicker and a harder surface. Okay. There's also things you can buy. I've seen these on Amazon where you can put it's a hard surface that goes on top of a carpet, and it's about as big as a yoga mat. I think it's about $100, but that way that way you'll be able to do yoga on a carpet and still have a nice hard surface. So I recommend looking into a surface to put over the carpet if that's the case and you have the resources. Second question, how do you stream your workout videos? So anyways, this is a question about the Manful Yoga community, about the members area, and our workouts are streamed via our website. So they're directly embedded into the website, and as long as you have an internet connection, you can look at those workouts whenever you want. You can stream them through the TV. You can view those on your mobile device, on your phone, on your tablet, or on your computer. So as long as you can access the internet, you can see those workouts. And then another question about the format of the workouts. How are the classes set up? So can you just follow along, or do you have to get up and pause the video to do the exercise and then switch sides? And I don't know, I understand your question, but it's completely follow along. So the only thing that you need to do when you're following a workout is press play and then go to your mat, and that's it. And just follow along, do the best you can. Remember to push yourself. Remember to figure out where your limits are and tease your limits. I really like teasing your limits. You don't want to avoid your limits because then you're not going to get stronger, but you also don't want to break through your limits because that's a good way to get injured. When we're dealing with flexibility, when we're dealing with muscles under tension, it's not a good idea to go past what you know your level of flexibility is. But teasing that limit is a good idea. So that's my answer. All right, so I've got another question from RCZM. What are the benefits for doing yoga in the morning? What are some good positions for the morning? So the benefits of doing yoga in the morning are the same as doing most exercise in the morning. So it's going to wake your body up. It's going to speed up your metabolism. It's going to help you activate muscle groups that would otherwise not be active. It's a really good way to increase energy. So as long as you're doing postures, that are opening up your body, so opening up your chest, opening up your hips, that's going to help with increasing your energy. So anything where your chest is open. When your chest is down and covered and hunched, that's going to help you sleep, that's going to help you relax. But if your chest is open, if your hips are open, that's going to help you wake up. Some other benefits would be increased blood flow, waking up your mind is part of it. So it's if you have 10 minutes, so let's say you have 10 spare minutes in the morning, definitely spend those 10 minutes doing yoga instead of going on Facebook. You're gonna have a much better day because of it. And going beyond like the direct benefits of yoga in the morning, if you're doing something in the morning that you enjoy doing, and not just going straight to work or going straight to the grind, or doing something to just doing something on your phone other than the Manful Yoga app or a workout, that's just delaying going to work, you're not going to be as happy throughout the day. So take some time and do something for yourself, and you'll feel a lot better through the day. So the number one is waking your body up. And then number two is, of course, having a better day just because you've been able to take the time and do something for yourself. Some good positions. I would do anything where your chest is open. Okay, so like a standing back bend is one of my favorite things. So just arms up like this and then just reaching up and stretching back, kind of in a modified power pose. So that's really great for waking up. I also like doing a warrior one with a back bend. So just doing a standard warrior one and then doing a little bit more of a back bend, right? Because we talked about the benefits of chest opening. So I've got my warrior one pose, I'm in a lunge, and then I'm reaching back like so. And if you want, you can also bring the elbows down into goalpost arms. I really like doing that. That's gonna help open your chest. The other benefit is that you're gonna activate muscles that are not going to be active during the day. So if you're sitting down at a desk, your glutes, your core, your hip flexors are not going to be active. Your chest is going to be hunched. So if you can do something to help counter what you're going to be doing during the day, you're going to minimize the negative effects of sitting at a desk. So do the exact opposite of what you're going to be doing during the day when you're doing yoga, and that will help your body a lot. Other comments. Steven, thanks for all that you do to teach us and bring your knowledge about yoga to the masses. You are the best. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate that. Fernando, good morning. Good morning, Fernando. Hello. All right, so we're still waiting on other questions. I'm trying to think what other questions I've had in the past. I'm going to go on to Facebook now and see what some of the messages I've received there, because there's always some great questions there. All right, so we've got questions about the Manful Yoga members area again. And so the members area, this is where all the content is. This is where all the workouts are. So if you're just hearing about the members area, hello, members area. Members area, again, this is where we put workout programs, workouts filtered by difficulty, by time, by length of duration, by length of workout, by fitness focus, so whether it's focused on flexibility or strength or endurance, and then also body focus, so if it's focused on your shoulders, your hips, your hamstrings, your core, whatever that is. And then we also have a lot of great diet, nutrition, lifestyle resources. And then I think what's really cool about this is the community aspects that bring you back into the members area. So, providing content is great, but if we don't have a way for you to continually engage with the content, you're not going to do it. So the community features help draw you in and help to make sure that you're getting all of the benefits because you're doing them. So here's a question about the members area. Does the Vimeo video library, this is not about the members area, this is about the video library. So there's an option to get the entire Manful Yoga workout library for one-time cost. So for life, you get lifetime and download access to all of the workouts for the members area workout library, which is pretty cool. You pay once and you get all of that for life. And we update that every month, and about anywhere from 5 to 10 new workouts. So anyways, the question is, does the Vimeo video library contain Perfect Squat and Mobility Project videos as well? It contains some of them, but not all of them. That's the answer. So yeah, and if you want to learn more about that, you can go to manfulyoga.com/training, and you can see the different training options. All right, got a question from Mariano. I've been following your workouts for a while now, but I still find that I do a lot of weightlifting and strength training. Do you still go to the gym? How often do you recommend I do yoga and strength training? So Myron, let's see. So you're doing a lot of strength training. That's perfect. Good. Strength training is a good thing. So do I go to the gym myself? I go about once a week. So I do weights about once a week, but I don't do crazy workouts like I used to do. I do about 45 minutes in the gym, and a lot of that consists of core stuff, and it consists of warm up as well. So how often do you recommend you do yoga and strength training? So I've got a really great blog on this that goes in depth. You can find this at manfulyoga.com/blog. And I think it's called Integrating Yoga into Your Workout Routine. But basically my answer there, you want to do yoga at least twice per week. So make sure that when you're doing yoga sessions, you are doing what you're not going to be doing in your other workouts in these yoga sessions. So there's a good chance you're probably not going to be doing balance. You're not going to be doing flexibility training. You're not going to be doing core training when you're doing your other workouts. So this is where within that 30 minutes or 45 or 60 minutes, whatever you can devote to your workout, to your yoga workout, you want to be spending time doing this stuff. Okay, so you don't need to be, so when you're doing yoga, and if you're doing strength training in addition to yoga, you don't need to focus on doing, lots of low planks and holding a squat for a long time, let's just say, because you're probably doing that movement in your other workouts. What you're not doing in your other workouts are things like down dog, dolphin, balance postures on one foot, flexibility focused poses like getting deeper into a warrior two, or getting deeper into a lizard pose or pigeon. So that's what I'd recommend doing with your yoga workouts. Focus on what you're not getting out of your other workouts. Focus on what you're not getting with your other workouts in your yoga session at least twice per week. And you also want to integrate you also want to integrate yoga postures into your other workouts. So even if I'm not going to be doing a 45-minute yoga session, I'll spend a couple minutes doing some yoga to help me warm up and to help activate my muscles, to make sure that I'm getting a more effective workout, to make sure that I'm strengthening the right muscles, to make sure that the right muscles are active, and also making sure that I'm not creating imbalances. And then after the workout is done, I'm going to be doing some restorative yoga poses to help with lengthening the muscles, to help with recovery, to speed up that recovery process, and also make sure that I can get back to my workouts more quickly. So the answer is 2 yoga sessions, 30 minutes per day, per week, and then making sure that you're doing at least a few minutes of yoga every day. It can be 5 minutes, 2 minutes, just a couple of poses, and you can use those before and after your workout, or you can use those to help you wake up or to help you wind down and go to sleep, and just do some mobility work before you go to bed. Okay, so Myron, you asked this because you have an outdated mindset that yoga is just for recovery, and your programs have been more intense compared to other flavors of yoga. Yeah, totally. That's what I try to do. We want to make these workouts effective. We want to make sure that you're getting to that point of muscle fatigue. We want to make sure that you're pushing yourself so that it's not just something you use for stress relief or whatever you use it for, but so that you're getting results from the workout and you're getting fast results. I'm not into this whole just wait for things to come thing. You have to push yourself. You have to apply yourself. You have to do it consistently. You have to do consistently high effort in order to see results. And just practicing and kind of pushing yourself, but not really pushing yourself, isn't going to get you results.
which is why people see results with Manful Yoga a lot more quickly than they see with other programs, because we focus on results. So, all right, so we have any other questions? Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going through Facebook and see what's going on. I had a question online. Can you do a video on this? And I said no, because it's not what I'm working on right now. Yeah, by the way, guys, you know, I know that I'm on Facebook and I'm making content and I'm helping people, and I'm letting you guys know, you know, about ways that you can improve your fitness, but I'm not here just to make a video for you on any topic that you want, whenever you ask. So, you know, you have to understand that this is what I do for a profession. It's not what I'm doing, you know, just for fun. So I want to help you, but I can't just devote an hour out of my schedule to make a video for you, you know, just for you, just a random video. So I try to figure out what will be most helpful to people. So what are most people looking for? What's going to help the most people? How can I have the most impact? So it's definitely it is quality, and it is quality over quantity, but it's being smart and being effective with my time. Because I'd love to make yoga videos for everybody all day, but I have to edit those videos. I have to figure out how to send them in an email. I have to figure out Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the Snapchat, whatever it is. So anyways, little look into that. And if you're interested kind of in learning about the behind the scenes kind of stuff, I have a I have an Off the Mat with Dean newsletter. Actually, I'll be sending that out later today. And this is where I talk about stuff other than yoga. This is where I talk about business development, where I talk about personal philosophies, where I talk about books that I'm reading. I also talk about what I'm focusing on in terms of fitness this week. If I have a mantra of the week, like if I have a theme for the week. And then I'll also talk about, you know, something that I'm thinking about. And the goal of that email is to provide you with knowledge or information that will be helpful to you. So, if you want to get on that list, it's manfulyoga.com/off-the-mat. And that's free to opt in. And I send out something every Friday. And I've been pretty good about doing that so far. I have not missed one Friday yet. So, yeah. I'm still going through these. I'm still looking at some messages, seeing if we've got some cool questions that we can ask. I got a question from Christian. Discovered you today and really like your videos. I'm a dancer. I want to build strength and build some muscle just to look good. I tried your upper body yoga today, but I couldn't do anything involving my feet and balancing on my hands. So if I could ask you to tell me, should I keep doing it? And you can maybe suggest more videos that can be of help. Nice work. So yeah, if you try a workout and you can't do it the first time, absolutely keep doing it. Pay attention to your body. How's it feeling the day afterwards? What's really sore? Because that's an indication of it's weak. If you're feeling, overly sore, then you might have pushed yourself a little bit too much. You might need to take a step back and kind of figure out, okay, let me get back into the technique. Let me make sure that I'm doing things correctly and not setting myself up for injury. So, if you try something out and you can't do it, that's an indication that you need to be doing that more, or you need to figure out how to do that so your body can adapt to it and you can get stronger. Your goal with fitness isn't to do the same things over and over again. Your goal with fitness is to do things that challenge you to make you stronger. So, when I think probably about 2 years ago, I was like, oh, all yoga, it's like, this panacea for everything, which is not true. Yoga doesn't involve a lot of pulling exercises. We don't do any cardio in yoga. You might get your heart rate up, but it's not the same as if you were outside running on a trail or, jumping up and down doing plyometrics. So there's no stress on your joints, which is good, but we ultimately want to put some stress on your joints so you can get stronger and be able to, and your body can deal with that stress when it does happen. So no impact is good, but we also want to do some exercise that is impact. So anyways, the point is, make sure you're not tied to
one type of fitness. I would do as many different things as you can. And the reason why I like yoga is because it's a very good foundation for all of your fitness, because it's slow. It teaches you foundational movements. It teaches you how to really slow down and focus on the technique. And when you master slow, then you can go fast. But until you master slow, you're not sure that when you're doing something quickly that you're doing it correctly. So that's my answer there. And then somebody asked me, can I create a yoga routine for sciatica pain? So sciatica, and what traditionally is associated with sciatica, is caused by muscle tightness rubbing against the sciatic nerve. And this causes kind of a shooting pain from just above your waist down the leg. So in order to help with this, you're going to be wanting to doing a reclined figure 4 stretch. You want to be doing a pigeon stretch, a lizard, and fire log. So look up those stretches: pigeon, reclined figure 4, lizard, and fire log. And your typical goal with the sciatica, you just want to make sure that you're working into hip flexibility. So the more that you can address your hip flexibility, the more that you can address your hip flexibility, the more that you're going to reduce that sciatica pain. Okay. So we've got questions. Let me see if there's any other questions. So I got a question from Anuj. Tell me some yoga step for stomach. That doesn't make any sense. I also had a question that was kind of interesting. I had a question last week. Somebody asked me for yoga an exercise for thinner lips. And I hated this, but I actually gave the answer. I gave a yogic answer. I said, there's no way that you can use exercise to make your lips thinner. The best thing you can do is learn to love the lips you have. But it's true. There's some things that yoga can't do. There's some things that exercise can't do. And so when you get into a situation when you can't do that, when you can't change it by exercise, you can't change it by supplements or whatever it is, you just have to accept it. You have to learn to love it. So yeah. All right, guys. So I hope you found this beneficial today. Most of these questions are things that I talk about through, most of these things are things that I talk about on a regular basis through the workout videos, through my diet nutrition section, definitely through my blogs on the Manful Yoga blog. So if you haven't seen the blog yet, manfulyoga.com/blog. There's a lot of great blogs on there, a ton of content, and that's going to help you. What am I saying? Sorry. And anyways, all that content's available. It's out there. Just got to find it. And if you're ready to get started with a program, I've got the 10-day start, the 10-day introductory program to Manful Yoga. If you've been curious about how yoga can help your body, but you aren't ready to jump into a full workout program yet, this is a 10-day intro that has lessons averaging 5 minutes long. And we talk about things like lower back pain, like core strength, posture, confidence, recovery, balance, breathing. So it's just a nice broad introduction to yoga with shorter lessons so that you can do them even if you're doing other workouts or you don't have the time for a full workout, and just to kind of give you a nice little primer into yoga. Now, if you're ready to get going all the way, we have other programs for that. So we just did a 21-day challenge called the What, Why, How 21-day challenge. That will shortly be made into a workout program, and that's going to be available probably by next week at the latest, and it might even be available at the end of today. We'll see just how much I can get done. But that is a 21-day program to teach you what, why, and how of all the postures, the exercises, and the workouts that you're doing. The workouts build in difficulty. So we start with workouts that are more in a tutorial format, so they move really slowly. We really focus on every aspect of technique. And then in the second half of the challenge, we move into more advanced workouts, quicker moving, more subtle technique improvements.
and just and more general, in general, more difficult workouts. So there's a nice progression of you getting stronger over those 21 days. We had some really cool results from those. We had people who said, we had 89% of people said they were ready to make yoga a regular part of their workout routine after they finished it. 84% said that they had improved, that they had noticed improved postural awareness. So they were much more aware of their posture, which is great for confidence, which is great for core strength, which is great for keeping your spine healthy. And then we also had 70% of people say that they had noticed a significant improvement in their flexibility. So really great results from this 21-day program. It's 3 weeks. Workouts are no more than 30 minutes long. There's one that's 35 minutes long. That's kind of the final workout to test you. But anyway, so that 10-day intro, you've got the 21-day challenge, you've got other advanced workout programs like the Perfect Squat and the Mobility Project. The Mobility Project is fantastic for improving your flexibility, improving your mobility and strength within that range of motion. So that's probably the most unique program that we have because it combines self-myofascial release, it combines self-massage with with yoga and with bodyweight exercise. And then the Perfect Squat program is a program specifically designed to help you get a better squat. So to get deeper into squat, to get more powerful, to get more body awareness. And then the things that come from that are improved core strength, reduced lower back pain, better lunges, a faster sprint, better jump. So there's tons of things that come from having a good squat, and this is what that program focuses on. Other than that, check out the manflowyoga.com/training section, and there's a lot of poses in there to help you get stronger. A lot of exercises, a lot of workout programs in there to help you get all of the benefits of yoga and skip, skip the fluff, as I call it. All right, guys. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you tuning in and appreciate the questions. Make sure to do something with this information, whether it's just go to the blog, take the 10-day take the 10-day intro, the 10-day introductory program to Manflow Yoga, which is free at manflowyoga.com, or get into some of the workout programs at manflowyoga.com/training. And if you're ready for all of that, take the 7-day free trial to the Manflow Yoga members area. That's where we put all of our content, all of the workouts, the workout programs, diet stuff, and then we have a lot of community features to draw you in, keep you motivated, keep you held accountable so that you're doing the workouts and getting results instead of just having access to the workouts and not using them. So, all right, guys, I got to get going. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on our next Facebook Live. By the way, best way to get in contact with me, to stay in contact with me, is through the email list. So you can sign up for that at manflowyoga.com/sign-up. And that is where you'll get exclusive content. You'll get early bird access to a lot of our product releases. Almost all the product releases, we create VIP lists through that email list. And then you'll also learn about blogs when they're released, videos that I found super helpful, and other things, other products that I use personally and that I can vouch for and that I recommend to everyone that I work with. So anyways, manflowyoga.com/sign-up. And I'm getting tired. I can't talk anymore. It's just going to get ugly from this point out. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm on Snapchat now, Manflow Yoga. I'll see you guys later.